everyone, welcome back. I'm Scarlet Everose, and you're tuning in to another episode of my podcast, where we mix a little chaos with clarity. Today, we're picking up right where we left off. If you caught episode 2, you already know we talked about two absolute icons, Hisoka and Chrollo, but I wasn't done. So welcome to part 2. This episode goes deeper into what really makes these two tick and how we reflect red flags in our own life. So grab your drink, relax, and let's finish what we started. Before we dive in, I just want to say thank you again. Every week more of you show up, vote in the polls, and send in your messages. It means a lot, and yes, I saw the poll. 100% of you wanted this continuation, even without a versus. This time, and honestly same. Let's get into the heart of it. Segment 1. Power isn't just a fight. In episode 2, we focused on the fight, the build-up, the tension, and how fans waited so long to see these two finally clash. But real power? That's not always about winning. It's about how you fight, why you fight, and what you're willing to lose. Hisoka fought to feed his obsession, Chrollo fought to test his detachment. Two battles, same battlefield. This wasn't just a flashy combat, it was a philosophy duel, power, control, desire, and ego. Yeah, so basically, continuation on that, you guys. So Chrollo basically, is a very detached character. He didn't really care about fighting Hisoka at all, to be honest. He only did it just for Hisoka just to shut up, even though he could care less. But Hisoka, on the other hand, was so obsessed with making sure he was the best of the best and making sure that he knew he was the best of the best. And then, spoilers ahead here, Chrollo beat his ass. Was I upset? Not really, because I knew he was going to get his ass beat. I just knew he was going to get his ass beat. And that's what happens, you guys, when you really think you're greater than anyone. You get a rude wake up call, and Hisoka was so pissed, you guys. He was so mad. It was worth it though, even though it was the manga. If you guys do not know what a manga is, it is a Japanese comic book, and it was so great. I enjoyed it. Very, very fun. I am going to reread the manga again. It was super amazing. I'm going to have to reread it again because there were a lot of things that I did not understand. Not that I wasn't paying attention to it. It was because there was a lot of fonts on it. Alright, segment 2. Mask we wear. Let's go beyond abilities and dig into their masks. Hisoka wears chaos like cologne, loud, seductive, unmistakable, but it's not just for show. It's his armor. Keep people intrigued, and they'll never get close enough to see you. Chrollo is a mask. His mask is silence, stillness, the quietest one in the room, with the most control. His power doesn't beg for attention and demands respect. They're not opposites. They're twins in disguise. Two methods of keeping the world exactly where they want it at arm's length. Yeah, so basically, this is what I always will say, and I don't care if you agree to disagree with me on this. Hisoka is not the person. If you guys go into the show, he's a very controversial character, which I completely understand, and he's the type of character that not a lot of people like. Which, again, to each their own. If you guys do not like him, I will not change your opinion on him, but just hear me out on this. Hisoka is the type of person I am positive, without a doubt. He's the most he is the type of person that is very narcissistic, very he wants to believe he's the best of the best, but he's also the type of person, in my personal opinion, that he's very he doesn't care what people think, obviously, or so we think he doesn't care what people think, because to him, he is not the type of man that likes to be considered weak. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. If you call this man weak, best believe you won't have a soul to tell after that, because you'll be dead. Well, without a doubt. And he's in my personal opinion, you guys, he's the type of person that's very possessive, very, very possessive of someone, of something. If he wants something, he'll get it. It doesn't matter what it is. And he's a very, I guess you can say, a very insecure person secretly, because he will push himself to the point that I'm sure he will make sure, if you don't want to believe it, he will make sure you believe it. And he's the type of person that will hide and will completely push you away if you get too close, or kill you. That's Hisoka. He will use seduction as a way to get close to you, but once you try to get close to him, in my personal opinion, no, that is way too far. Way too far. Chrollo, on the other hand, Chrollo's more unpredictable than Hisoka, even though they're kind of not, because I think me, as a person that loves psychology, you kind of dig a lot more than most people do. And Chrollo's the type of person, you guys, as well, that he does not care as long as he gets to do what he wants, and as long as he can take your non ability, that's all he cares about. Segment 3. The people we're drawn to. Let's be honest again. Why do we like these characters so much? They're complex, they're dangerous, but they're also so weirdly relatable. That's the point. That's the part we don't always want to admit. Hisoka might remind you of someone who thrives on chaos because stability scares them. Chrollo, that person always seem calm, but you never know what they feel. It's a mystery that draws us in. Maybe we don't want them in our lives. We truly don't. But we sure can't look away. Like I said in my segment to you guys, they're the type of people, you guys. They're very insecure people secretly. I would not doubt that, because Hisoka, we don't know truly Hisoka's backstory, which I'm not saying this is canny, but I did read somewhere that one of my other authors of one of my other animes, Tokyo Ghoul, kind of wrote a story about it, a backstory, quote unquote, on Hisoka, but they never, but Togashi, the author, just kind of gave it a blessing, but it's not like canon. But I still want to read it just out of curiosity. But yeah, but like I said, they're very insecure people. I truly want to believe that they are, because they manipulate, they do a lot of horrible horrible things that nobody should do. And yeah, Hisoka is the type of person that he's that daredevil type man. He is not afraid to risk his life. That's how much, I don't know what went on in his life, because he is so, without getting demonetized, he gets so let's say very happy when something happens to him. He gets excited by being in fights. So that's the other side of the coin. Hisoka and Chrollo, a part 2. A continuation, a reflection, and honestly, a vibe. If you made it this far, thank you for walking with me. I'll keep saying it. This community is small but powerful, and it keeps me inspired. Now, real quick before I go, I do want to let you all know that I'll be taking a short break from uploading new episodes. The editing platform that I've been using made some changes, and I'm currently on the hunt for a new one that works just as well without the headaches. Yes, you guys. So I'm not gonna say much about this platform. This is, I was using a free platform that makes me going to have to pay, and I don't want to pay, so I'm just gonna be on the hunt. I don't know when I'll be uploading again, but I'll definitely let you all know that when I start uploading again, I'll put it on my Instagram, on my YouTube, and everything else so you guys don't miss anything, and I'll make sure of that. And I'll be active on Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's red flags underscore roses underscore anime podcast. I want to let you all know that it is all lowercase. So if you guys want to follow me, it's down in the description. But I also want to let you guys all know this isn't goodbye. It's just a quick pit stop while I reset and upgrade things behind the scene. Until then, take care of yourself, trust your gut, and just because someone sounds elegant doesn't mean they're not chaotic underneath. I'll see you soon. Love y'all. Bye.